Hey guys, today I am bringing you my May book haul. And this video is being sponsored in part by Penguin Random House. The sad thing is this is not going to be the only book haul that I bring you this month because I'm currently at BEA while this video is going live. And that means I'm going to be bombarded with a bunch of new books. So expect another book haul from me this month. Funny thing is, I was going to slow down my book buying, but instead it just kind of escalated and I got my hands on a bunch of books. So enough small talk, let's get started with the book haul. The first book I have to show you is Highly Illogical Behavior by John Corey Whaley. This book is like exploding with beautiful colors. There's like a bunch of colors going on here and it makes me super happy. It's super colorful and vibrant and awesome. This book sounds so interesting and it's been like 3 years since I've read a John Corey Whaley book. The last book I read was Where Things Come Back, and after I finished that book it was like an instant fave. So I've been really needing some more John Corey Whaley books in my life, and this book has come at the perfect time. It's gonna fill that John Corey Whaley void in my life. In this book we follow this character by the name of Simon who has agoraphobia, which I had no idea what that was when I read this description, but I've done a little bit of research and now I kind of understand it a little bit better. It's an anxiety disorder where the person fears places and situations that might make them uncomfortable. We've got this girl named Lisa who comes into his life and tries to fix him, but it looks like Lisa has some hidden motives and she's up to no good. Lisa, what you doing, girl? You better watch yourself. She basically wants to use him in order to get into one of the best psychology programs for college. And so as you can imagine, it just kind of all ends up being a super messy situation. That means it's gonna be a little bit dramatic, and I love reading about drama. I personally don't like drama, but I love reading about it. I'm really excited to read this book though. I'm glad that it's focusing on something like agoraphobia because I think it will open up that conversation and more people will learn about it and talk about it. And it's just great that we have a book that's bringing light to that topic. If you've never read a John Corey Whaley book, I would highly recommend doing so because he is just such a fantastic writer. Where Things Come Back blew me away, and I'm overly excited to read this one as well. Now it's time for the hardback test. We gotta see what's going on with the hardback. Oh, snappity snap, we've got a little guy right here. Can you see that? Do you see that? Little guy chilling on the hardback. Let's look at that spine. Oh yeah. Glorious. Next up, I've got a paperback copy of a book that I read last year with Booksplosion. It was one of our Booksplosion books of the month, and that is Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer. This story is about a girl who has brought her Prince Charming out of a fairy tale and brought him into the real world, and just all that comes with that. It's freaking hilarious. The humor is on point, and I feel like this is the perfect book to kind of get you out of a reading slump. If you're looking for something light, nice, and easy, check out Off the Page by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer because it's all of those different elements. It's a happy-go-lucky story, it's adventurous, it's fun, and it's definitely more on the lighter side of things. Now this is technically a companion sequel to Between the Lines by Jodi Picoult and Samantha Van Leer, but I personally just jumped into Off the Page and I understood everything clearly. But you might want to pick up Between the Lines first before you go into this one, but I personally didn't, and I found myself enjoying the story. It's not really confusing at all, you really understand everything that's going on, but if you want more of a background, you might want to read that first book. So we've got this light, happy book, and now we've got The Darkest Corners by Kara Thomas. Look, I'm kind of completing her face, except it's not really working out that well. This is a psychological thriller. Ooh, ah. I believe this story follows two girls and their encounters with a ghost. Dun dun dun! Now I want to read the first line in the Goodreads description because that line alone is like, whoa. The Darkest Corners is a psychological thriller about the lies little girls tell and the deadly truths those lies become. We've got some little liars up in here and it sounds like they're gonna end up in some trouble with some ghosts. And I believe the two girls are kind of on different journeys and then their journeys kind of collide. And it sounds like we've got some nice twists and turns along the way. It sounds like a pretty haunting book and I can't wait to read it. It might cause me some nightmares, but it'll be worth it. And this definitely sounds like it's gonna be something right up my alley. Time for the hardback test. Let's see what we've got here. Washa! Ooh, a nice shiny shimmery spine. I'm all about that. We don't got anything going on here, but we sure got a shiny spine. So shiny. Next up, we've got a totally awkward love story. I don't know why, but when I saw that title, it just sounded like a little jingle, so I had to make it into a little jingle. And this book is by Tom Ellen and Lucy Evision. Imaging? I think that's how you say that. This book was actually published in the UK under the name Lobsters, and then they brought it to the US and gave it a spankin' new title and cover. In this story, we follow two characters who are straight up awkward. So I know that this book is definitely gonna be relatable for me because, hey yo, I'm super awkward. They both are really struggling to find the one, but they feel the need to find the one as soon as possible. So they both go through some pretty awkward situations in order to find the one. Something that I find super interesting about this book is that the authors actually dated in high school. I don't know if they ended up together in the end and if like they're married now or something, but they definitely dated in high school. And I find that to be super fascinating. And I wonder if this book at all is similar to their own story and if they pulled inspiration from their own relationship that they had. Either way, it sounds like it's gonna be a super fun contemporary book and I can't wait to read it. Now it's time for the hardback test. Let's open it up. Open it up. Ooh, we got a little finger and it's pointing that way. Ooh, and I really like that spine. It's simple and nice. Ooh, and there's another hand on the back and it's going like this. Ooh, I wonder if that has something to do with the story. We shall find out. Next up, I've got Genius by Leopoldo Goat, and this book sounds pretty similar to Ready Player One, and if it's anything like Ready Player One, then I am pumped and I can't wait to read this book. So basically we've got this game and we've got 200 geniuses who are just like going up against each other within the game. And the game is put on by India's youngest CEO and visionary. But the thing that I'm most excited about for this book is how visual it is. There's so much art and graphics going on within this book. Right when you open up, it's just like, oh hot diggity dang, this is gonna be an awesome book. And if you flip through it, you can see all sorts of pictures and graphics and illustrations, and I'm super pumped for this book. Now it's time for the hardback test. Let's open this sucker up. Oh man, there's a freaking brain on this hardcover. How awesome is that? And the spine is shiny. Oh yeah, I'm obsessed with shiny spines, if you couldn't guess. This next book is one that I don't know that much about, and that is The Tale of a No-Name Squirrel. But one of my greatest friends actually illustrated this book. How awesome is that? The second she told me that she was illustrating this book, I was like, I gotta have it, I need it, because this illustrator is amazing. It's illustrated by Audrey Benjaminson, and her pictures, guys, they're out of this freaking world. They're amazing. I will leave links down below to her artwork because she is a stunning artist and you need to check out her stuff. I'm sure this story is great and it looks like we follow the journey of a squirrel, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm mostly excited for the illustrations. I mean, look at that. How amazing is that? So good. I'm living for these illustrations. Now it's time for the hardback test. Open it up, open it up. Ooh, that actually has an amazing spine. It's shiny, guys. It's a shiny spine and it's golden. And the last book I got is The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater, the final book in the Raven cycle. It's here and I'm not caught up with the series, so I can't even read this book, but I'm excited to get to this point. I've been avoiding reviews and reactions, but I'm sure that this book is probably gonna slay me, so I've really got to prepare myself for this book. I knew it. I'm pretty sure this is on every book. It's the ley line symbol. And the spine is pretty average, but it is shiny, so there's that. I'm making it seem like I have a shiny spine fetish. So those are all the books that I've picked up recently. Now I'm going to show you some fun bookish things that I've picked up recently and that I've received. The first thing I received is this fun little book game that I received from Jocelyn at Y'all West. So thank you, Jocelyn, for this book game. And it is Bring Your Own Book, the game of borrowed phrases. So basically you draw a category card, grab a book, and then quickly skim to satisfy the chosen prompt. So it kind of sounds like a little bit of an apples to apples style game. I'm definitely gonna bring this to BEA and play it with all my friends in our hotel room. Then at Y'all West, I got to meet this amazing fan artist. She does amazing fan art illustrations. I will leave a link down below to her artwork because she is fantastic. And she was nice enough to give me this incredible Hunger Games piece. It is so stinking beautiful, you guys. I was not expecting this at all, but she's like, here, take this. And I was like, thank you so freaking much. And she also gave me some doodles that she was working on. We've got the Raven Boys here, and we've got a little A Darker Shade of Magic piece right here. Just so awesome, and it made me so happy when she gave this to me. And the last bookish thing that I randomly picked up recently is this bicycle bookends. How awesome are these? I saw these and I was just like, I was not planning to buy you, but I'm gonna have you. It was one of those times when I was going to Target to kill time, and let me just say, if you're going to Target to kill time, you're gonna end up buying something. So I ended up buying these bookends, but I am freaking obsessed with them and I love them so much. So those are all the books and bookish things that I've picked up recently. I will leave links down below for Goodreads and Book Depository for all of these books. So if you're interested in any of the books that I showcased within today's video, the links will be down below. Also, you guys should let me know down below if you have read any of the books that I showcased within this video and which book you think I should read first. Also, if you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so click subscribe if you want to be notified for when I post new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, chew. And I bought a bunch of Highly Illogical Behavior by John Corey Whaley. This book cover is like exploding with amazingness. There are so many beautiful covers on this cover, and covers on this cover?